Well, hello everyone. This is C62 back again, and today we are doing another review on a Plarail item. And no, it's not Beresford. That review was canceled for good because I will tell you the reason in a different video because I want to show it exactly as well. But either way, the review we are going to be the item we are going to be reviewing is in honor of Plarail's 60th anniversary, which is this year. So, the item we are going to review is the Plarail 60th anniversary Action Rail Sound Light C62 Steam Locomotive Set. So yeah, I got this set a couple weeks ago, and I was originally going to upload it like last week. But yeah, my GoPro had a few problems, but don't worry, this time it shall work. So either way, up here, it shows what the track layout looks like and the extra contents it comes with. Then here it talks about the action rail. And it says that it includes the action rail, and there's a and it talks about which ones there are. So there's a station action rail, a bridge action rail, a tunnel action rail, and a bumpy track, which isn't even an action rail. And then it shows the real steam engine and the Plarail comparison. Then right there it talks about the 60th anniversary rail and the phrase it says. And it says over 20 phrases, I think that's what it says. Then here are the contents. The contents are that it's a train, has a light gimmick, a sound gimmick, rail, seam parts, and it's for ages 3 and up. So either way, the bottom of the box looks like this. It shows a picture of the layout. The side of the box here looks like this, and it talks about information about the real locomotive. The top of the box looks like this, and explains how the action rails work. So there's like a tab underneath the train, and then it activates the sounds, and it talks about the action rails again. And then it mentions one that wasn't on the front of the box, and it was a crossing action rail. And then the other side of the box looks like this, and it shows, like, it has backgrounds with it as well. And yeah. And here is the back of the box. So over here it shows all the set contents and the track layout. And then in the middle here it shows the set and it talks about all the contents of it. So here it's got an arrow pointing to the bridge and it's talking about the bridge rail. And then it talks about the action rail there. And then it talks about the tunnel rail and the station rail and all the extra features. And then it's talking about the train there. And then it talks about the crossing rail off section here. And then it also talks about the app, which I cannot show footage of because we are American and not Japanese, so we are not able to get the app, which kind of sucks. But still, we wouldn't even be able to understand it. But either way, down here it just gives a few warnings that goes over the materials list and just for support and things. But either way, yes, I've already opened this thing, and it is right over there. So now we will look at all the contents and things of this set. So here are all the contents of the set, but before we look at the contents of the set, let's look at all the papers and pamphlets that come with this. So the first one is this, and it comes with every Plarail or Tomica item, or maybe even every Takara Tomy item. I'm not sure, because I have never ordered a Tomica item from Japan. Only from America. And what you probably do is you go there. That's probably what it will lead you to. Then you do something. Then I'm guessing you enter that code and then scan your box. barcode thingy. But either way, let's get that out of here. And then this pamphlet here just talks about like the telephone number to get to the spare parts list, like saying you could get a replacement set or replacement traction tires or replacement couplings, and then also tells you to not put it in your hair. And now here's the actual set instructions. That's going through all the warnings, all the parts list, how to apply the stickers here, and then thankfully they give a good reading code of what sticker goes on what action rail, because they give numbers underneath each action rail there, as you can see there, and then that's the sticker number. And it also gives you a hint to how many tabs it has, but I have a feeling the number list is going to be more helpful. And yeah. And then it also tells you how to put the batteries in the train, and the sound part, and then the batteries in the motor part. Then it has the track layout. Then it tells how the station features. And then it passes through all those stations, the train. And then that's the app feature right there. And I think that code is to get the app or something, or to just see it in action, I think. And then the back of the box explains, like, you can expand the layout with a crossing gate, but I have an even better expansion layout. And it also tells about the other train available, which is the E235. And I'm trying to get him. The reason why I want him is because of the washdown rail. That's the main reason why. And then it just explains other things about the layout maker page, and yeah. Now let's get to looking at the features, all the components of the set. So first off, we are going to look at the train. Starting with the tender first. So the tender here is the powered unit, because if you turn it on, it runs. I mean, look at all the little detail they put into it. They put like a step ladder or something. I don't know what that is. I think it's like a stair step or something. There's like a dip here. And then they actually put little details here, like the water tank, the water cap, and then a bunch of coal. And then they put the white lining. And then it says C62 2 here. And they gave a back lamp. And then the other side has more white lining and like mini wheels representation, because Plarail can't do that. Actually, they can. They just... the only time they ever did it was on the camera Dr. Yellow. That was the tender. And now, let's look at the main part. And it is the sound bit. So yeah, this part of the train has the most detail. If we look at the front here, it says C62 2, and then there's like smoke box detail or something. That's like to open it. Then here is like its little symbol thingy. It says Titsubane. I think Titsumi. I think that's what it says. Then there's its like symbol on the side. And they tried to make it look like there was a hole there. And then they added, and then look how much effort they put into this. They added front bogey wheels. Literally, they added front bogey wheels to the front. That just shows how much effort Plarail puts into their models. And they even do it on the back. They add back bogey wheels. They add trailing wheels to the back. And then the cab says C62 2. And then that's the same. And then on this side, we have like this red line or something. I don't know what that is. And we have this piston or something thing. But on this side, we don't have either of those. And yeah, and on the back is the speaker for where the sound comes from, and the coupling hook. And the top looks like that. We have the whistles, and yeah. And it also has a working headlamp. And I'll show you the sound feature in just a moment. So, to activate the sound feature, you will need these action rails here. And there are 5 of them that come with the set. The first one here is a bridge rail. It has 4 notches, and it's rail number 1. So yeah. The second rail is a station. And the station actually has a bit of detail. It had stickers you put on. And the station is removable, as well as a water tower. And the station has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 notches. And it's rail number 2. The third rail is the crossing gate rail. It has a crossing gate sticker, and it has 1, 2, 3, 6 notches. And it's rail number 3. And rail number 4 is the 60th anniversary rail. And it has 7 notches. And it is rail number 4. And then the last rail is the tunnel rail. And it has like extra flanges on the side for like the tunnel to lock into place. And it's rail number 5, and it has like, I don't know how many notches. It has so many I can't even count. So either way, now we will show you how the action feature works. So first what you do is you take your train here, and if you look underneath, here's the thing that hits the tabs on the action rail, and it will make a clicking noise as it goes over. You heard that click, right? Yep, it clicks. And then for it to actually work, you have to turn it on. When you turn it on, it does this. The light flashes and it makes train whistles. And if you start rolling it, it puffs. And then if it stops, it actually does steam sounds. And now, when you run the train over the track, it talks and everything. And yeah, it has a whole bunch of phrases and stuff. So yeah, that's how the action rails work. Now, we're going to look at other parts of the set. So the first other part of the set we're going to look at is the bumpy track. And so this bumpy track is green, has a couple of bumps on it, and it has like 2 modes of bumps. One of them is like straight bumps, where they're all evenly lined up, like that. And then on the flip side, it has like bumps that are like not even, so the train will bump from side to side. You can't really see it, but you might see it when we get it running. So yeah, that was the bumpy track. And now we are going to look at one of the coolest Plarail items ever. Not coolest, but newest accessory. The half straight stop rail. This is the first set to ever feature a stop-go rail in the half straight form. And I do have a full straight one here with me. This is what a full straight one looks like. It would not be black, I just colored it black. And yeah, this is the first time they've ever made a half straight stop rail. And I am shocked, because I never thought they would do this. But now they have. So yeah, that's that. The next accessory we're going to look at is the tunnel. And it's just a generic green tunnel with like things on, with like stickers on both sides. And yeah, like I said earlier, the tunnel rail has notches in it so it can fit the tunnel. Yeah. So yeah, that's the tunnel. Next, we are going to look at the bridge, and I'll need to detach it for a moment. So, the bridge actually has a pretty cool feature here. You probably can't emulate it on this set since the track is so low, but you can actually take the bridge off and you can have it upside down. So yeah, the bridge works upside down as well as upside up. That is actually a pretty neat feature, so you can have like an upside down bridge. And another neat feature about it is, I have to grab something. The other feature that I'm talking about is, I'm just putting this here so we know what to do. And so if you have the new style towers that actually have like holes in between here, like in between here, you can do this. You can literally stack towers on top of the bridge. And then you can take some more track and put it on top, like that. And you can have a train running up here and a train running down here, and it would look very cool. So yeah, that was the bridge. And now we are down to looking at the last few things about this set. And first we're going to look at the special backgrounds. And what's cool about these look like actual paintings or something. But I think they're actually like special effects or something, because you can kind of see some parts of real life in this. But yeah, if you look at some places, it kind of looks like a painting or something. So this one's like a background of, I think that's Mount Fuji. And then this is like the roundhouse. And they're just cardboard, because on the back it's just brown cardboard. But what you do with these is you take your station here, you take off your water tower, and instead you put a background in. Then it'll make it seem like the train has stopped at that location or something, or it's passing it. I mean, it looks so realistic like that. But either way, that was the backgrounds. And next we'll look at the sticker sheet. Only reason is because it comes with like 2 stickers for the train. One of them is a 60th anniversary, and then the other one is the thing that was already on it. I have a feeling they put this one in, just in case if you want to change it back after the 60th anniversary is over. And it would go right here, where it says it. Where the Titsabane is already in that place. So yeah. And now, we will look at the final accessory of this set. And it is the phone stand. So yeah, this is kind of useless to us Americans, because we can't get the app. But, here's how you use it. So you take your phone stand, then you take your phone. Yes, I have revealed it. I have a phone. So yeah, don't get jealous. Just don't get jealous, folks. So you take your phone and then you just put it on there, and then like, just say your station is right here. Oh, pfft. Yeah, just say the station is right here, and then, yeah, that's how it works. Alrighty, so now that we looked at the accessories, here is the complete layout, and yeah, so it's pretty small. It's just like a small little square thingy, like rectangle, since it's half straights here and there, and like long straights there and there. So yeah, it's like a rectangle type of layout. So yeah, now we are going to demonstrate how the layout works. So first thing, of course, you turn on the train, and I already did. Then you just let take off. So as it comes around, it's gonna bump on the bumpy track like that. And then after it goes on the bumpy track, it goes to the bridge and makes a sound that goes to the tunnel. And then the light gets brighter. And then it makes sounds at the station too. That just keeps going around. And yeah. Another thing that the station does is that it doesn't just have like a moving phrase, it also says something when it's stopped. So the train's back there, I'm gonna send them forward. It's gonna come and stop. And it makes steam sounds. And then it refills the water. Not really. Then you take off. And yeah, that's how it works. Also, every time you make a stop, the location is different. Also, the light turns off after it stops. So now that we showed you the main layout, we're gonna add in the crossing rail to show you how that one sounds. So first we're gonna take out this bumpy track and put in the crossing rail. Then we're going to unhook the tunnel here and slide it back and put the bumpy track here. And next, we will put in one of those dinging crossing gate thingies right next to the crossing rail. And here is what our extended layout looks like with the crossing rail attached. Now we are going to show you how it sounds when the train goes over it. It basically makes a crossing gate sound. Let's hear it at least one more time. So now that we showed off the crossing rail, let's expand the layout even bigger so we can put in the 60th anniversary rail. So first we're gonna take out this rail and add in a bit more track so we can turn it like that and attach it to this station here. Oh wait, before we do that, we have to insert the 60th anniversary rail. Then we can insert it into the station. Next, we'll take out the crossing gate and crossing rail and attach it onto this crossing here. Then we will take this curve and flip it around and attach it to here. And here is the finished layout. And now we will demonstrate what happens when the train goes over the 60th anniversary rail. So I'll let the train take off, and it says this. It says that really long phrase right there. And it also says another phrase when it stops at the station too. Yep, that's exactly what it says. And then you take it off, when it takes off, it says nothing. So now that we've showed you all the action rails and things, let's show you how tablet mode works. So to activate tablet mode, you just don't turn the switch on. You have to actually hold down the activator rail, the action rail tab, like this. Then you turn it on. then you release it, and now it's in tablet mode. So the only difference when it's in tablet mode is I'll show you, and it only happens with the station rail. So when it comes up to the station rail, it would normally talk, but instead it does this. It makes a beep. And then when it takes off, it makes a beep as well. Well, we heard that it makes a beep when it stops at the normal station, so will it make a beep when it stops on the 60th anniversary rail? No, it does not. It just continues with its normal phrase. Yeah. So, either way, that was the review of the Tomy Plarail 60th anniversary Action Rail Sound Light C62 steam locomotive set. And what are my thoughts on this set? I'd give it a perfect 10 out of 10. Even though I can't understand it and stuff. Yeah, it's still a perfect 10 out of 10. So yeah, either way, we are going to give the train a run around the track. And we are going to show you a couple different shots and stuff. And we are going to do that in 3, 2, 1, go. And there was your run, folks. I know it was kind of short. I think it was kind of short. I'm not sure. But either way, I hope you enjoyed this review. And if you did, leave a like, leave a comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next video, which will be the next episode of Thomas's Trackmaster Adventures.